Hi, and thanks for returning to the channel. If this is your first visit, kindly click the subscribe button. Unique feelings in the most recent episode of Reacher, which we'll talk about today. In the Reacher Season 2 finale, Episode 8, Jack Reacher and his team find themselves involved in a lot of trouble. Frances needs to save her squad before they end up dead because the meeting is approaching and they are being tormented. Before their big encounter with Azhari Mahmoud, Langston and his gang have other ideas for Reacher, which results in a lackluster conclusion that ends abruptly. Before starting to torment Reacher, Langston receives a call informing him that Frances's body has not been discovered at the hospital. After Reacher takes down Langston's goons, Langston draws a gun on him and demands to know where Frances is. Reacher claims he can shoot him since Frances is a loose end, but Langston shoots O'Donnell in the opposite direction. Before Tony Swan poked his nose into something he shouldn't have, Langston lays out his strategy for becoming wealthy. However, according to Langston, he planted all the evidence against Swan by using him as a ruse so that when the deal is completed, he will be wealthy and Swan will take the fall. When Reacher inquires about Swan's whereabouts, Langston replies that he is dead by removing a glass jar that contains an eye and a finger. After making good on his word, Senator Lavoie's squad shows there, sparking a fierce gunfight. Reacher is being retrieved by Frances in the confusion, but Langston manages to break away and reach the chopper. Reacher can leap and catch on before it crashes. As he has done with the other members of the unit, Langston starts to pull out Dixon inside the aircraft to push her out. Reacher shows up and scales the structure to rescue the day before he can. Following a brief exchange of words, Reacher overcomes Langston and pushes him out of the aircraft, whereupon he is assumed to have died. After seizing control of the helicopter, the team makes their way to Azhari Mahmoud. He refuses to divulge the identities of the people he is going to sell the missiles to, despite Reacher and his crew's best efforts to reason with him. He begs, explaining that he is only acting as an intermediary and that naming them will damage his reputation. Senator Lavoie's crew turns on Reacher after eliminating Mahmoud and his group, claiming the senator didn't want any unfinished business. Being proactive, Reacher anticipated that Lavoie would back down, so he called Homeland Security, who arrived a short while after. When Lavoie receives a call from Reacher, he assumes his guys are phoning to verify the task is finished, but it's Reacher calling and Homeland raiding his home. After the trade, Reacher and his group keep the money and give it to everyone who lost a loved one during Langston's tour. In addition, Reacher uses the funds to support his whole crew and their families. As the season comes to a close, every member of the team departs. What were your thoughts on the conclusion of Reacher Season 2 Episode 8? Comment below. I hope you enjoyed these Reacher theories. I'll be posting more soon. Thanks for viewing. Watch out for the next shocking surprise.